Men, you must understand your sexual market value. I don't hear men talk about that. I hear them say it about women. But why don't men talk about their sexual market value? Is it because they're not the ones having kids? Because when we look at a man, it's a certain type of man that we like. The reason why a lot of men are disappointed because a lot of times you be reaching. You know goddamn well that you're not her type. You're not her type. You're just not. And if she likes you, it's something totally different. It's the energy, or she is. It could be what you say. It could be anything. But you, as a man, must understand. You know, when you are around certain bitches, who's going to get the most attention. And see, this is the thing. A lot of men, right? A lot of men. If you a man and you walk in a room, you already know you're gonna take a lot of like even with me. I believe if I walk in a room, I can have any man I want. That's me, right? But that's China. But that's like with you. If you're around 5 bitches, 10 bitches, and it's other dudes in the building, you're not competing with them, but you actually understand your sexual market value. You understand your health, your body, your looks, your money, all of that goes into it. Because that's what we look at when we look at a man. We look at all of that shit. With women, I'm going to tell you how easy it is. All we need is to have a sexy body and a pretty face. Because 9 times out of 10, men with money, they're not asking a woman about how much she makes. They don't give a fuck about her credit. Because he has his own thing going on. He has his own thing. So he's not worried about any of that. He doesn't worry if she makes $50,000 a year. He doesn't worry if with men that have achieved certain things into their life, they only deal with women that are submissive, that are sexy, that are pretty, that can complement his masculinity. Do you hear me? And how a woman complements a man's masculinity is a feminine woman that actually understands he's the leader. He's the leader here. And when a woman can sit comfortably in her femininity, she complements your masculinity. Do you get that? I can't be comfortable if I'm acting like a man. I can't. I'm just putting it out there. I cannot be comfortable if I'm the one working, or if I'm the one like men. The men that have achieved big things, they want a beautiful woman because that woman compliments him, and he understands that, and he makes her feel that way. So when she's around him, she acts a certain type of way because she know what he likes. That's what's in our mind as women. But you deal with a lot of like low graded, downgraded hoes. You deal with like a lot of men deal with a lot of women that have not yet achieved, like not achieved, but a lot of women that never been with a man, a real man, or she was never taught that, or her way of life is to be the man in the relationship, controlling a man, telling a man what she want him to do, and he does it. You get what I'm saying? It's like that. So with a woman that's a gorgeous woman, a feminine woman, when she meets a certain type of man, she wants to complement his masculinity. So she's not trying to bring stress to your life because she understands and she gets it. She get it. And everything flows. It's never an argument. She doesn't argue. He doesn't argue. And it's more so on she's just sitting back comfortably. And he allows her to be that woman. He's not trying to step on her toes. Like when you're dealing with a woman, you're not trying to dictate anything because she's going to try to fit into your life. But she's not going to want to so much do the things that'll get you upset. You get what I'm saying? But that's when you're dealing with a certain group or type of female, when you are a certain group or type of man. When you are the certain type of man. But a lot of men are not that type of man. So you deal with the bottom feeders type of women. And when you deal with those type of women, you get what you get and you take it. because you believe that's all you're good for. You don't see yourself as a high value sexual your sexual value. You don't see that as being high. That that you deserve the beautiful submissive women that come into your life and make your life a little easier. You don't believe that because you don't work on yourself. So you don't know where you at when you dealing with a woman. So when you get pushback from women, when you get women to disrespect you, when you get women to try you, when you get women to do all this type of crazy shit, it's because you have not yet understand where you are in your life. With women, we do that. We know. So when we're dealing with a man that's like through the roof, we begin to question ourselves. When we're dealing with a certain type of man, we'll do that because we feel like he's on a higher caliber than us. We feel like your caliber is so high, it gotta be a certain reason he's dealing with me. But that's when a man is at the top of the list. That is when everything is in order. And you don't deal with women that bring like a low frequency. You got to understand the energy. A lot of you men don't really understand the energy. A woman will bring a lower frequency to your life. So if she's bringing a lower frequency to your life, everything is miserable. Everything is an argument. Even with sex, it just don't feel good. It's like she don't even get your dick hard. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all something like like men would tell me, listen, China, all I do is listen to you speak and my dick get hard. Like a certain type of woman that vibrate on a certain level, she has the ability to do that. Just like you as a man, you have the ability to do that. But you have to know who you are. Do you vibrate on a higher frequency? Do you attract those type of people to your life? I'm for real. That's what a lot of people tell me, even in person. You know what I mean? But it's vibrating on a higher frequency, so it's not you. It's kind of like you don't want to deal with those certain type of people in your life. So you separate yourself and you work on yourself so you can actually understand where are you? Where are you? Where are you when you're dealing with women? When you walk in a room, do they stop and stare? Do they stop and look at you? Do they question you? Do they walk up to you? When you get to that stage, you are becoming one hell of a man. And we women, we see that. That's why we approach. You get it? So it's like a sexual market value for men. When men say women have sexual market value, then where do you fall when it comes to charisma? When you talking about your body, when you talking about your money, where do you fall? Where do you stand? Do you know that? When it comes to your cars, when it comes to your homes, when it comes to you starting businesses and doing things you must do, where do you fall? Because in my mind, all of that fall into one. That's one hell of a man.